And we're back! Episode 25. Stoked to do the live video. That felt fucking professional.
How cool are we? How cool
I am joined by my cohort, Bryan Kern. Say hi to the people, Bryan.
How are we doing, people? How are you doing? I hope you liked our fucking phenomenal entrance. What the hell was that? It was great.
And for this episode, we are joined by your boys, KOG, Data and Johnny from Kingdom of Giants. What's going on, fellas?
How we doing?
Doing great. Stoked to have you guys here. I like how you just put your boys cog.
Yep.
You'll figure it out.
Hey, we'll figure it out. Whatever.
Now you know.
Yeah, if you didn't know their names, well, you should have been a bigger fan.
If you don't know, now you know.
Now you know. So we start off every podcast with the Tekashi 6ix9ine update, but we don't really have a whole lot to update. He's still alive. There's been no threats on his life, so I guess that's good news. Album's still out, still not selling well, so go out, help the guy out. Think of it as a GoFundMe. Are you guys fans of Tekashi 6ix9ine at all?
No, not really. Confused.
I'm confused. Is that what you said?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
shit,
it's
that's
not really my gimmick.
That would be a solid streak of guests that do not listen to Tekashi 6ix9ine at all.
Do not feel bad about your taste.
Tekashi is not popping in the metalcore world. I don't know if he knows it, but he needs to reach out to that demographic a little better.
I will say this. I'm going to say it now, and the world is listening.
Oh, there we go.
We are petitioning to have Tekashi 6ix9ine be our guest for our 69th episode. We're on episode 25 this week. 69.
So that'll be next year.
Yep, this 69 is going to come up about summertime of next year. And, you know, I feel like what better place to share your thoughts with the world than on I Hate the Scene. So Tekashi, if you're listening, I think that this is a golden opportunity for you to to really make a statement, you know, to get that bump. I feel like
I
feel like you
the COG guys are gonna help us.
I feel like you can bump it up just a tad, you know.
He said he'll get on the 420th episode.
Oh my god!
Hey, that's a top secret episode, guys. We don't.
Well, then what are we gonna put Snoop Dogg on,
bro? Let's go.
Yeah,
Next subject. Next
yeah, I
topic.
got big
Next
plans.
topic.
All right, so we did the Tekashi update. Now we got the Kanye update. Someone needs to check on our boy Kanye. He's having a bipolar episode. So beware of mental health issues and all that good stuff. But yeah, looks like he's headed towards divorce. Kim Kardashian's planning to divorce him, quote, after his bipolar episode. I find that quote really odd. Like, after his bipolar episode, like, do the Kardashians' entire life, like, do they think it's like television? Like, it's not a fucking television show, Kim. Like, it's not an episode. It's not just gonna end. Kanye's gonna be bipolar and crazy forever. He's gonna say things like this.
Whoa.
Did you guys see the latest, like, crazy shit he did this week?
When he released, like, all his record contract all over Twitter and asked every lawyer in the world to take a look at it for him and then tried to give back the masters to anything he owned. There's a lot.
50% of his masters to all the artists that are on fucking good music. He fucking also comes out and fucking has a blueprint to how the music industry should run their shit, which I thought was fucking brilliant. More people, I think, need to have that kind of like group discussion, but whatever. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but it sounded good. It sounded like the artists were going to get taken care of, and it sounded like the people were still going to get music. So, you know,
win-win. So I guess Kim wanted to divorce him after his anti-abortion comments, saying that he originally wanted to abort his daughter. So I guess she didn't take kindly to that. I'm just thinking that if they do get a divorce, the next album's going to be fire. I mean, like Life of Pablo Volume 2 type shit. Like, it could be the best material ever. Do you guys find that musicians and artists make their best material when they're, like, under duress? Like, Eminem seemed to make his best albums when he was on drugs. A lot of famous rockers did that.
I think we all kind of do. You know, it's like, makes it come from a place of, like, you know, realness, you know, authenticity.
Right. The artist is always suffering, tortured in some form or fashion.
Yeah, something hopefully that people can relate to, you know.
Emotions are high. Juices are flowing.
I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that all y'all are on drugs because the Passenger album so far is badass.
Sick,
So I'm putting that into the ether,
Nice, man.
putting that out there.
Oh shit.
I don't have. You got anything else on Kanye besides well wishes?
Without getting, yeah, I was gonna say without getting into like a psychoanalysis.
Yeah,
over
we
here
don't do mental health here, bro. We're not Dr. Drew.
of how rough his life must be living with a fucking Kardashian. You know, hey man, I hope you signed a prenup. You fucking wrote the song. I feel like
Yeah, it's in the damn song.
I feel like you should have a prenup, and hey man, I feel like a little bit of freedom for you is gonna be good for the soul. So yeah, well wishes, Kanye. If you want to be on episode 420, feel free to. Or no, hey, we should do a special election episode and just have him on for that one and let us know who he swayed. You know.
You want to have an election episode for a show that avoids politics.
With Kanye, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you what. If Kanye wins, we will have him on.
Cool.
Deal?
Make that happen. Make it. Yeah, sure. Whatever. I don't care. Make it happen. I guess.
All right.
Do you have that power? Wait a minute. You have that power?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
What?
We'll slap Kanye on episode 5150. Have either of you COG boys tried the Travis Scott meal at McDonald's?
I have not yet. No.
You have no desire to try it? Oh, and he just wow. He said,
like, nah, bro, we're out. We're out.
I was like, wow, they really don't like quarter pounders.
What is this? The CDC? What the fuck? You just
We're
ignore.
We broke my.
You vegans? Are you vegans? Is that what happened?
Nah, dude, I haven't had fast food in probably like 10 years. But
Fucking good for
Wow,
you.
yeah, give it up. What's that like?
No.
I bet you must poop so easily.
dude, I feel so good all the time.
I bet.
Damn, dude, what is that like? I don't
Talk
even.
to,
You're
talk
broke.
to this
You're
guy.
broke, but you feel good.
That's crazy. Yeah, I got to get on that life because I'm pretty much sweating out McDonald's at this point. So the Travis Scott meal is still going hard and strong. Don't play sicko mode in the drive-thru. They hate that. But McDonald's announced today that they're dropping their all-day breakfast menu. This is a travesty and an abomination. This is disgusting. I mean, if I want a McGriddle at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, now I'm going to have to camp out the fucking McDonald's till, 9 o'clock the next morning? I'm not doing that.
I didn't know they had all-day breakfast. Last time I was getting McDonald's, it was like 10 a.m. It was a cutoff. You couldn't get.
Yes.
The 10 a.m. is now 10:30.
Okay.
There was yeah, you're old school.
You
sir,
haven't had
'cause you're
McDonald's
fucking way
breakfast
back.
since 81.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
way
literally.
back. Yeah. You didn't. There was a movie that changed it from 10 to 10:30. It was a whole revolution. It's crazy.
It was that Woody Allen movie where he was going to shoot up a McDonald's, right?
I thought it.
I thought it was,
Yeah.
was it Billy Madison? No, it was Big Daddy. That Adam Sandler movie.
They pee
I know what
outside
you're
on
talking
McDonald's on the
about.
wall.
For me,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what did it.
Yeah, that's right. Because he gets super angry because they're like a minute or two
Because
late.
the kid, yeah, I think he takes a piss.
You know,
on the door or something.
honestly, the only reason I ever went to McDonald's was because of the breakfast. When it became an all-day thing, I became rejoiced, and now I'm saddened. So, that's my
Sorry,
life.
I
know.
feel for you boys.
I know. Your boys hurt. Your boys.
Apparently, they dropped the menu for a while during the pandemic, and I guess not serving me a McGriddle all day saved them 4 fucking pennies. So I'm so glad that pathetic clown Ronnie can sit atop those fucking golden arches. You greedy son of a bitch! I will never go to McDonald's again if I can't get a McGriddle at 4 p.m. Okay, mark my words. I'm coming for you, Ronald, old boy.
So keep tabs on this guy. He's going day.
We have
one,
rage. No,
matter what.
hey, he's on watch. He's on watch, bro. Yeah, no, he's.
Yeah,
on watch.
yeah. This is probably like my 50th rant.
He's been triggered multiple times.
Speaking of burger joints, your boy 50 Cent has been pulling up to random Burger Kings and handing out stacks of money.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I guess it's a way to give back to the community. It's also a great way to combat another rapper getting his own signature combo at a fast food joint. So you go to the rival establishment and try to pay off the employees. Why not?
50. Yeah.
Oh, to be a rapper with a fast food endorsement. God, bet it's awesome.
We're
We're trying to
trying.
get strings.
So you, so you're not really a fast food guy. So there's probably no point in asking Burger King or McDonald's.
Nah.
Fucking McDonald's, dude. What? Burger King.
Straight up.
Straight up.
John, you had the same one. What do you think?
You guys said Burger King? Is that?
Burger King, McDonald's, or you know what? I'll throw Taco Bell in there because they keep desecrating their menu as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much pissed off at Taco Bell right now.
Were you a
yeah.
potato fan?
I was.
A Mexican pizza
Taco
fan?
was my shit. I'm not gonna lie. They had
Yep,
this, like,
Fiesta
spicy sauce.
potatoes, spicy potato taco, Mexican pizza, anything with shredded chicken, anything that didn't involve pink slime is out the window.
So I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say McDee's because that spicy McChicken. So
And they got spicy McNuggets. They're not sponsoring this episode, but shouts to them.
I'm a low key fucking chicken nuggets and barbecue sauce with a fucking fillet of fish. Get it? son.
Filet
Come
of
at me.
fish, that's disgusting.
Come at me, dude. Come
You
at
should be
me.
struck by lightning for eating that.
Come at me.
You're not even Jewish, dude. Like, there's no point for you to even eat that.
If I was Jewish, the last place I'd be eating would be a McDonald's. What?
Speaking of sweet ass patties, Demi Lovato and her fiance are gonna split up. They're not gonna get married, so there's still hope for all the Demi Lovato fans out there. Have you ever had a crush on Demi Lovato? Either one of you guys?
1000% yes.
Really? I don't even know what she looks like. I know a couple songs.
She had an
She's-
album out that like my older sister was like hell into. And
Oh
I
yeah, your
actually
older
liked-
sister, sure.
I liked the album. You didn't let me finish. I loved the album. It was actually a good album. It was like Paramore kind of. It was cool.
Every time she comes out and says that she has like an eating disorder or a weight problem, I'm just like, girl, just come here. Let me just hug you already. Like, God, just get it over with. You so damn fine.
Hey,
Like-
I expect with all these disorders you have the music to be better. So if we can step
Oh
that
my
up a little bit,
God.
step that game up a little. I'd be fucking.
Oh
I'd be real
man,
excited.
valid point though, valid point. But yeah, shouts to Demi. Leave them, girl. Be with who you want. You look damn good. And while we're on the divorce topic, this one tops the list. Dr. Dre's wife filed for divorce. He's got a prenup, so she's having a hard time. It came out recently that she stole $360,000 from their company account. Dre wants his money back, or the embezzlement case is on.
Wrote
And he's-
herself a fat check.
Yo, he's gonna get his, okay? But with all this like celebrity divorce stuff, I kind of want to get divorced, dude. Sounds cool. You know, you get all this publicity, people like pay attention to you, and they're like, "Oh, you're going through such a rough time." Attention, sympathy, dude. Sign me up. Want all that?
Are you guys in relationships?
Are you guys for celebrity divorces?
I mean, I haven't got anything to make against people getting divorced if they need to get divorced, but I'm neither for or against celebrity divorces in general as a whole.
Well, we're definitely not a pro. We're definitely not a pro divorce show. I know Matt- I know Matt-
we are pro celebrity divorce over here. Okay, it's one of the greatest stories. Like next to celebrities dying or getting arrested, celebrity divorce is the greatest story you could have as a celebrity.
Hold up. Wait. No.
I mean, am I the only one that watches TMZ and the E News Network?
Okay. Listen. Are either of you in?
They're like, yeah, you are.
Yep. Cancel. Are either of you in relationships at all? Or you got old ball and chains?
Oh yeah.
Yep. Married, or is it just like a?
Oh, so it's
Yeah,
really
been together
good.
A couple years.
It's really good. You didn't say you were a fan of divorce then.
Oh, so you're not a fan of divorce? That's what you're trying
Not a
to say.
fan of divorce.
Okay. All right. Well, hey.
Not a fan of
Neither am I. Neither am I. I'm about to be. So I'm about to be married, not divorced.
Shouts to Justin Langton. I don't know if the dudes in Kingdom of Giants care about celebrity gossip. That is the name of the game, Justin. It's the name of the game. Well, we're
pay that
definitely
toll,
not
Joe.
gonna. We're definitely not gonna come on here and talk about politics. So if we're not talking Kanye getting a divorce and Demi Lovato getting divorced, you know, what else are we gonna talk about, people? You know, there's only so much music we can talk about. You guys wrestling fans? You guys gamers at all?
Some of
yeah.
us are gamers
Yeah, not-
for sure.
Are you playing games these days?
Not a whole lot.
It's like every other person in the band besides the two of us are kind of gamers.
half of the band are like huge gamer nerds. They
Yeah.
play Apex, Overwatch,
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Apex, oh my god, that game's taken over Xbox Live. Alright, so I'm gonna throw out my gamer questions on here and go ahead and cancel those out.
What do you guys do hobby-wise outside of playing music?
I do like photo and video stuff.
Oh, nice.
For like my other job, shoot tons of music videos.
Oh, very cool, man.
Ooh.
What's some that you've done?
I just did that new Volumes video that dropped today.
Hey.
Oh, yes, this is dope.
Pretty much the last few Wage War ones, a lot of the Word Alive stuff. The We Came as Romans.
Oh, wow.
Their most recent stuff. Shit, a lot.
Dang,
Damn,
man, you are
damn,
busy,
dude. You get around.
Yeah, well, I'm really just holding the camera. My boy Ori does just about everything else.
I'm just holding the camera.
Okay, all right.
About
it. Hey, you're earning it. You're there. You're showing up every day.
Exactly.
What about you, man?
That's a hard question because I don't really do anything else outside of music. I record and I edit music at a studio in Sacramento. I'd say like the biggest hobby I have like away from music is probably just like being outdoors. I don't know, like hiking, riding bikes, kayaking, just like outdoor sports, I guess.
Yeah, man. Sacramento is probably the spot to be at right now. How I know the fires aren't too close to you, but how are you guys going through with all that?
Doing better now. Like they cleared out this week, like the smoke really cleared up. And I just went camping last week, and it was beautiful. There was only like a little bit of smoke right when I showed up.
Cool.
But,
dude, Johnny's got the sickest blow up kayak. You still got that rig?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's the sickest thing
Dude, you're deep. You're deep. If you got to blow up kayak. Yeah, man. If you got to blow up kayak, you're deep then, dude. You're doing it.
I've blown up things, but it was never a kayak. So I got kind of a weird question because you guys are from Sacramento. There's actually a ton of bands from Sacramento that we listen to, and it just seems like something the same way with San Diego. There's a ton of cool bands in a certain area. Do you guys think that location plays a part in your music or your style at all? Because it just seems that like California bands always end up being cooler.
I think it can because, you know, a lot of bands before they get big are just coming up in the scene, your local scene, and then like everybody's influenced by them or they're friends with other people in the scene that are trying to be in bands, and I think it just heavily influences the sound of an area for sure. But we like our band formed like an hour outside of Sacramento, kind of like lightweight in the middle of nowhere.
Hit us with a city because we're from Cali, so we know the area.
We're in Jackson, so we're
Wow.
Yeah, we're in Jackson, so in the foothills of Tahoe, and there's metal thing going on, or even music thing really going on in this town. So,
are there any bands in neighboring towns out there, like in your genre at all?
There used to be when we first started, like, you know, when everyone was like younger, but not anymore. Not that I know of, at least.
There's like
Damn.
2 decent bands I can maybe, think of right now in Sacramento.
Sacramento, that's a different story. Right where we're at?
Yeah, right.
Nah.
We're at though.
Sacramento's got a bunch, and I can only think of one in the foothills, and I don't know if they're even around anymore. Artifacts Pareo or whatever, something like that. They're from Placerville. I don't know.
That's for sure.
Yeah, not a ton in that area. Shouts to our international fans. We got someone watching from the Philippines, and we got someone watching from Canada. Saskatchewan. Watching from the prairies in Saskatchewan. Dude, bundle up, brutal. It is cold as shit out there. We got a super fan, love this band, see every local show, can't wait for the next one. Shout out to the San Jose bowling alley they played at.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay, yeah. That was when I came back from Japan, and we had a show like that next day. I was like, okay, let's go play a bowling alley in San Jose.
Fuck yeah. That's
dude,
what's up.
Trying to think. I think a Skylit Drive or someone else might have played that bowling alley too.
Yeah, I think they did actually have some big bands go through there.
Yeah, there's a lot of San Jose bands, and all that good shit.
You guys are always pushing your sound, progressing that metalcore sound. What can we expect from the new album, Passenger?
Same. So a lot of someone put it pretty well recently when they're like, the one consistency is that this band is always changing, and I was like, that's tight. I like that.
Can I make a real quick comment on that, because that was actually a question I had. So there's a progression between between the debut, right? Every Wave of Sound. You have the progression into Ground Culture. Then in All Hell you have it. There's such a progression between All Hell and this one.
Totally.
What like emphasis of where did that come from? What motivated that? Because I noticed it drastically, and I love the direction. I love it, and I don't know if that was like a conscious change that you guys made, but you can hear the progression through the first three, and then this one hits, and it's like, oh shit! If the rest of the album sounds like the singles do,
Yeah, I mean, I think that was like, so basically when I think about All the Hell, we look at that kind of like as our experimental album. That was one where we like Ground Culture, we were just shredding the whole time, and we weren't signed when we wrote that album or anything. We got signed at the end of it, and you know, we had no producer or anything like that. It was just us in a bedroom. I literally tracked the entire thing, and we sent it off to get mixed and mastered, and that was it. And we were just shredding and just writing music. And then All the Hell came out, and we wanted to do something a little bit more experimental. We wanted to try different time signatures and like just different kind of out there structures, but we wanted to make sure we had a couple single style songs. And when I think of that record, and I ask anybody about that record, there are two that stick out are like Damaged Goods and Cash Out. I love those two. And no one ever brings up any of the other songs. So I was like, why don't we try to write a record with a whole bunch of Cash Out and Damaged Goods style songs, so that front to back, it's hard to find a single, it's hard to find a favorite, because they all just fucking slap. So we did that. And then we also introduced Johnny into the band and into our writing process. He's been fucking crazy in the writing process. He's come up with so much stuff, and his vocal range is insane. He wrote pretty much all your queens. So his melodies were on point the whole time. And we went to this dude, Matt Thomas, at Ashtone Audio in SAC, and he's a good friend of ours, and he was like a wizard back there too. He would take songs that we thought were done and add his little touch to them and just make them so much better than they were. So just, there was a lot of moving pieces and a lot of ideas that really had to just work together.
Yeah, All the Hell too was like Max and Dana in the bedroom. So, and then this one was a huge like collective team effort. A lot of different band members were putting input in, even to the stuff that I was writing. They were all sitting there kind of coaching me through it, if they liked it, if they didn't. So it's just like, and then with the producer, it was just a huge team effort.
It felt more collective. It didn't feel like just me and Max just writing a record. It felt like, let's let this like breathe, and let's get some input from the other guys, and let's let everybody take more of the reins here rather than it's of us.
What topics are you guys tackling lyrically on this record?
A lot of different things. The overall theme happens to be a lot to do with like anxiety and depression, because it's just such a massive issue.
It's relevant,
super relevant to everybody. You know, we all either deal with it or know somebody that does and sympathize, and like we have a platform, you know, and we just figure we need to use our platform for some sort of good message, and it'd be crazy not to. So we're just trying our best to relate and like show where we stand with everything.
I think that there's definitely a running theme, at least for our show. We seem to hit on this topic every single episode, and I made this comment earlier that I think that this year is going to be a year that's filled with just emotion in a lot of music, right? And it's going to be a real definitive year for music, and a lot of people are going to remember it. And I think that you guys definitely hit that. Side Effect stands out, right? When you talk about the anxiety or depression or one of the social issues, that song stands out for sure. So I think you guys really hit that. Is that something that you're looking to emphasize, maybe through music videos or some sort of other production after the album comes out?
Yeah, I mean, I totally think that, especially right now, I think that the visuals for your record are just as important as the music itself. So we're just trying to make sure that every song that we drop has something that like can capture the audience as much as the song is. Like, you know, it's like we want our video to make our song even better, and everyone's just at home and all they get to do is watch or listen. So we want to just make sure that our message makes its way through the videos as well.
Replaced touring for the album cycle, so we're just trying to be creative with each release and each video, and you're going to see hopefully a video or some sort of visualizer for every song.
Dope. I like when that happens. You were talking about always changing up your sound and always progressing. What is the hardest part for you guys about making new music and staying fresh as a band?
Just writing stuff that no one has ever written yet. And I mean, you just know you're going to get it in the comments. Like the song that we think is the most generic thing that we released, people think the other two are the most generic, and the one that we think is the most generic is the favorite and the most clever one. And we're like, okay, well, people are always going to have something to say. So, I mean, not just thinking outside the box, you know, and just there's so many bands and everyone has a platform right now, and it's hard to do something that's not already being done. So the hardest thing is staying original for sure.
Me and Brian have been metalcore nerds for a while now. Like, we like to reminisce about, like, you know, the '05 era with all the solid state bands, and Christian metalcore was a thing. Do you guys think metalcore is better or worse than it was 10 years ago?
I think it's 1,000 times better, personally. Like, with new production, and I've always kind of been a sucker for pop, like, formula and structure. So, like, with, like, more bands moving towards, like, a more radio-friendly sound, it just pleases me more. But that's just me.
It feels like people are understanding songwriting technique at an earlier stage in their career. You know, like band, just a high school band is putting, and just in their bedroom is putting out just insane stuff that I don't think happens 10 years ago.
That is true, and I think you guys are kind of in like this weird spot because 2011, 12 is when Abominable came out, right? And so you guys were entering it kind of on this cusp and this high of 2000s metalcore, right? The 2008 to like 12 era was real impactful. You guys have gone through to now 2020, and you got a lot of shit going on in the scene. You got a lot of dramatics. You have a lot of other things going on, and so it is a completely different landscape. Do you feel that it's more, I mean, where do you see it going from here? Do you guys see it getting any better, or do you guys see any major changes coming along?
Yeah, I mean, I just see it. We've seen the trends come and go, you know, like I remember when, you know, new metal started coming back, and then everyone sounded the same, and then it takes that one band to do something a little bit different to push it that far, and then people start following that band, and a band that had an original sound at one point creates an entire genre, you know. And I just think it takes a band to think about what should come next and doing it before anybody else to push it. And I think that somebody always does. I don't know who it's going to be or what it's going to be, but someone right now is making the next album that's going to change the game, and I think that it's just going to get better.
So I asked this because I personally think that your band has, and it might be difficult for you to answer because you guys are pretty humble. Do you think Kingdom of Giants has progressed the metalcore genre? Like what we were saying about pushing the sound, you guys always do something more. Me and Brian look at bands like Kingdom of Giants, like if there wasn't a KOG, the genre might fall flat because there's not enough people contributing and being unique. You know, it's everyone wants to be binary and make a bunch of breakdowns and then just scream, but it doesn't come off right. You guys, on the other hand, I think you've progressed the genre. Do you at all feel that?
I mean, I appreciate that so much. Like I don't look at it that way. I just look at it as, you know, we're in our writing. Say we're in the writing process, and a bunch of, you know, metalcore bands are dropping music, and I start to get a little bit burnt out on the genre of music that we even create. So when it's time to write a record, I think that we write the album that we want to hear and that we're hoping that someone else drops. Does that make sense? So I don't think we're progressing anything like in that sense. I just think that we're writing music that staying true to what we want to hear, and maybe it just pays off.
That leads into to what some influences for you guys are. What do you guys, who do you turn to for your musical inspiration?
This whole record, I mean, there's some musical inspiration for sure, but I feel like this record was more inspired, like visually, like taking the visuals of like Blade Runner and like Hackers, like old school movies like that.
Okay,
Like,
all right.
if those had a fucking metal soundtrack, what would it sound like?
Whoa.
Making
Okay.
I do get a
That's
Blade
dope.
Runner vibe from some of the music videos, so I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Hell yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I can see that.
The neon, the very like, yeah, this.
I did get a vibe like listening through there's only like 3 or 4 songs from Passenger that have been released, but when you listen to them, it does sound like a movie soundtrack. Like when you're hearing it, like some major crucial shit's happening in the background. Blade Runner is accurate as hell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the vibe. We're like, how do we make this? How do we make these visuals sound metal? Like, let's do that. You know.
Definitely, yeah.
I think it was an interesting way to go about it for us, and it was something different for us. So I think it made it almost easier.
Very cinematic influenced and like even down to the art. You know, we tried to almost make it look like a movie poster. In a way, you know?
I was gonna say very. I don't want to say atmospheric, but it does have a very like cinematic aura to it. Like it could be a score. You could almost remove the lyrics. Not that you would want to, right? But you almost could, and it could be the background of like a fucking dope ass sci-fi movie.
Maybe we fucking do that. That'd be
Yeah, man. Hey, you know, and I don't know. I feel like the label can hook that up now, right? I feel
that's
like
good.
some big moves, maybe. Yes, we got some questions for you.
Ask them their favorite single released and their favorite track on Passenger.
Okay. You want to go? What's your favorite single so far?
I gotta say, Blue Dreams probably my favorite single.
The most recent one.
And I honestly get some of the names mixed up.
Yeah, right. I named all of them, but they all have like, you know, I don't know if are you guys in bands?
I know that like you're gonna have a really stupid name before you have the real name.
Yeah.
I
So
still
we
know
still
them from
fucking
there.
think of them like that. I'm like, what?
What were they? Can you spill one?
One was called Queep. That's the
Queep.
one that I'm looking for.
Queep.
What is the name of that?
Oh, that's my favorite song by Radiohead.
That's actually the name of this episode now. Queep. KWEEP. Queep.
Yep, that's literally it.
And,
There's an A in there somewhere. I think it's right before the P.
Yeah. So, Blue Dreams favorite single, Queep favorite song, which is called Two Sons.
Two
on the
Sons.
album.
Yeah.
Nice.
2 sons and then in parentheses Queep.
Queep.
Yes. Should have put it.
Very
down.
nice.
For me, I think my favorite single, I think is, like, I really like Wayfinder just because it's so straightforward, but then has very weird, I don't know, just something about that song feels good to me. Like, I really like that song for what it is. But then I also like Side Effect a lot because it feels like the heaviest in a way of the single. So I kind of like that too. I just think they're on different sides of things. I like them both.
Do we have other tracks that are gonna sound Side Effect-ish? Because that's my favorite track so far. I think. Okay, cool. Yeah, because
Yeah, I'd say there's
what stands out is you referenced the pop structure to the songs, right? The verse chorus, and that can be redundant at times, and I feel like people can get kind of annoyed with it. You guys do that on Side Effect to a T. Like you got the way they build up, the way the verses are like similar, but they change in like a measurement. And your vocals stand out in it very heavily. So yeah, to hear more song structure like that would be phenomenal too.
Yeah,
that's my favorite so far.
Sick, dude. Yeah, it's honestly, I think that's one of the favorites just from all the guys. And I'm trying to think what my favorite would be. My favorite might be Night Shift. I really like Night Shift a lot. It's got some cool shit going on there, so I'm excited for you guys to hear that one.
That was kind of your baby.
That's kind of my baby, yeah.
It's funny because you mentioned Damaged Goods, and neither of those songs really sound like Damaged Goods a whole lot. But you mentioned that song being like a driver before, right?
You know what's funny? Yeah, what was the Sync's
Also great.
Sync's code name was DG2.
Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
Very nice, very nice.
Do you guys have like a favorite band or like maybe an era of metal or era of music that like sucked you in and it's like, okay, I gotta be a musician. This shit is for me.
Dude, for me it was that like when I first started hearing metal was like It Dies Today and shit like that, and like that I was like, dude, this fucks. I love it.
This fox.
Yes.
Yeah, so
That's such an accurate statement.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, Like
Yeah,
I have
that's-
a very nostalgic connection to that period of time because that's what got me into
A theory for modern romance. Oh, that's perfect way to describe it. Fucks, dude. It fucks. It does so
Such
hard.
a good verb to describe
It is
music.
so hard.
Yeah, I remember
Jeez.
them having the gnarliest guitar tone that I ever heard.
Yeah,
like on that one album. But,
Yep. Lividity is an unsung gem too, by the way. Their last album that they did, beautiful album.
Lividity, that's a complicated word. Johnny, did you have a favorite band or era? Is it Whitesnake?
Please say Godsmack.
you know. Yeah, I didn't really like classic rock or any of that shit growing up. Like, it used to bug me really bad, to be honest.
Old
mean
music
you're not-
bugged me too when I was young. Like it doesn't do anything for you. It's like before your time.
You're not a Pink Floyd fan, bro?
You don't like the Beatles, bro?
Yes.
Yeah, like, the Beatles have good songs, like, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but I just wasn't, a huge like, fan or nothing growing up. But I'd say, like, honestly, like, Kill Switch and, like, All That Remains were, like, the first two bands that I was like, I want to be a guitar player, and then I got kicked out on bass, like, so I had a family band, and my brother was just like, you're playing bass, and I was just like, damn, all right.
Wait, you got kicked out of the family band?
Well, I got kicked off the guitar, and I got
Oh,
bass.
damn, kind of fucked up.
A little bit.
Shouts to Ashtone Audio. Is that the other person? No? Okay, moving on. Sometimes people pop in and they say like some little joke and it's like, I don't get it, it's not funny, but it might be like an inside joke with the band. Is somebody like finger fucking an octopus right now?
What's up?
That is some weird noise. I don't know who it's coming from. Oh, it's them.
Oh yeah, they're freezing.
Oh yeah, lagging up. Oh yeah, it's getting real laggy.
Oh, I was just about to ask the most crucial question.
No, it sounds so terrible.
No, what happened?
Oh, they're super frozen.
Oh, we can boot them.
Hold
Boot
on.
'em.
All
Too
right,
many
hold
people are
on.
trying to watch, bro. We're getting crashed.
All right, we're gonna have to reload the stream.
I don't know. Oh, okay.
Hold on, let's see. Do they look any better? Oh, they sound terrible. They look okay, but they sound terrible, which is odd for Kingdom of Giants to sound terrible. But yeah, it sounds like they're trying to have coffee with an octopus or something. It sounds really strange.
With an octopus.
Um,
Well, hey, this is a great time to let everybody know that you can find us live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, all at once, baby, all
Hey!
at once. While we get these technical issues figured out, did you resend them the link? I don't think.
did they get better? Oh wow. Yeah, so we don't get a good visual on them.
Okay. All right.
Exit out the window and reload the stream from the link I sent. All right.
I don't know if they can see any of that because unless you're sending it somewhere else.
I'm sending it inside the private chat.
Right, but if they're not clicking the link, like if they're exiting out, they may not see the text because they've exited out. And
They haven't exited out yet because they're still in the back.
Oh, are they?
Welcome to every classroom this year. Yo, accurate, yeah. So this is why public schools suck and COVID sucks, because this is so difficult for like an 11-year-old to try to like do this shit and learn something and turn in assignments. So yeah, I when I started seeing kids having to carry clear backpacks to school, I started to have sympathy for the younger generation. Before that,
got
I didn't
good
really
jokes?
care. Oh wow, they popped up and disappeared. Oh man. Oh, we fucked this up.
It was fun
well-
while it lasted.
You know, I do have a little bit more news while
It
I
was the best
breeze
of
through
times.
this.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
You like new music, right?
Yes, let's get it, dude.
All right, so here's all the upcoming new music. Whitechapel is recording a new album.
Yes,
Within
they
the
are.
Ruins are recording a
round
new
two.
album.
Your boy's Kingdom of Giants round 2. Nah.
Yeah.
No. Still drinking coffee with the octopus.
Yeah.
Still fight. No, still fucked. Still fucks.
Oh man.
Oh, and they had fucking. It looked like Julian. It looked like Julian was in the house.
Man.
Okay, guys.
I don't know what went wrong because it was so good for so long, and now it's just absolutely dookie.
Right at the 40-minute mark. Weird.
All right, I'm not giving up. All right. So new music on the horizon. We got Whitechapel recording a new album. Within the Ruins are recording a new album.
Their new single
Enterprise
slaps. New single slaps.
Enterprise Earth are recording a new album. The Last 10 Seconds of Life are recording a new album. Cradle of Filth just finished recording an album. Impending Doom finished recording an EP. There's a new Volume song, a new Devil Driver song. Spirit Box announced that they've signed with Rise Records, so shouts to them. And Born of Osiris announced a drive-in concert. Hey, that's so much better.
We're back.
We're back. Here we go, guys.
Oh,
Appreciate you.
man. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but it was bad.
Who do we
switched
have?
from my phone to my computer, so maybe that'll save us.
You might have been getting a call. We have a lot of important people watching. You guys might have been, but
Oh, yeah, tech support and whatnot.
Who do we
good
have
as time
featured?
as
Okay.
it's a good a time as any to let you know that Passenger, the new album from Kingdom of Giants, is in stores October 16th. So just a little bit longer.
Who do we have in the background, gentlemen?
We got Julian.
Yeah, it's Julian. What's up, my guy?
What up?
Sweet.
Do you have a favorite single on the new album that you can tell us?
Probably
Or least favorite.
Probably Wayfinder.
Okay. Cool.
I love bacon on Wayfinder. All right,
Oh yeah, he did. That actually, Wayfinder was your baby originally.
That was my baby
I
originally.
remember that you brought that in.
It's one of those things where you write like 45 seconds of song, and then you like show the boys. You're like, "Hey, don't judge me on this one." And then they so literally overnight, Dana and Max just like we probably got like 75% of the cast of that song done that night. Like completely reworked it and stuff, and like made it what it is now. But that's not getting together pretty fast. It was amazing.
So when people start saying that Wayfinder's their favorite song on the album, you're going to be quick to tell them that was your baby, right?
I'm going to give him $1, give him a hug. I had a hand in that one.
When it surpasses Spotify on the most played song list, you're gonna be like, guys, yeah.
Take
hello.
that, Katy Perry.
Hello.
Is Julian one of the gamers? Is he a gamer?
Games.
I've been. I dabble.
You dabble.
I dabble.
You do any online gaming? Are you Apex? Are you Animal Crossing? Fall Guys?
I've been on Xbox for like 6 years, but I only played Destiny, and I just recently got sick of it and picked up Warzone like maybe a month ago. And a week into owning that game, I broke my Elite controller. Like I forgot how crazy Call of Duty is and how ragey I get. You know.
Shameless promo. You can go ahead and pre-order Passenger by Kingdom of Giants at this sweet link right here.
I love that one.
Provided by this random fan. That's so nice of them.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't know what that link is.
I hope that was accurate because it was like a devowed sharptone.com link.
Here, I'll click it and test it. What do we got?
Sharpton.com. There's no E. It's going to redirect you.
You're going to end up at like a weird part of Brazzers.
Well, you guys might lose me at that point.
We lost him. Brian went to the ebony section and never came back. Do you guys have a favorite section on Brazzers or Pornhub? Too personal? Okay, it's cool. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Your fave is my fave.
Hey, I don't know about that, man. I'm into some weird shit.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. Can we get the what was that?
So the McDonald section of Brazzers.
Yeah.
The McDonald drive-through section of Brazzers.
Can't get a fucking McGriddle at 4 p.m. though.
That's a dark place on the web that I don't know if I want to experience. Can we get what's the meaning behind the name Kingdom of Giants? Can we get that?
I forget.
Yes.
Hey, beautiful. I
Best.
love it.
Yo, that is the worst question to ask a band, right?
Is it?
I mean, no. When it has a sick meaning, it's probably a great question.
Is that to say that your band name doesn't have a sick meaning?
That's fine if it doesn't. I was in a band called Apist. That makes no sense. It's fine.
I do remember a story of there was a time when we weren't called King of the Giants before I was really in the band, and they were called Hello Sailor, and then everybody in the band used to be tall as fuck, and our boy was in the crowd, and he was just like, "Yo, you guys look like a King of the Giants up there," or something like that. Or, "You look like giants up there," and we were like, "Yeah, sick." Something like I don't even know. Like,
Oh my god!
Hey, that's still better than how Butthole Surfers got their names. So you guys.
Oh my god! I don't even know.
Yeah, neither do I. I'm not gonna.
Oh, what a disappointment! I mean, at least you didn't draw it out of a hat like some bands.
no, I didn't.
Or use the what was it? Verb, noun, verb.
Yeah, Sky Eats Airplane. Yeah, verb, noun, verb.
Noun, verb, noun, or whatever.
Since you guys have been pretty much sitting at home and unable to play shows, have you done any sort of like fantasy booking of like, oh, it'd be cool if we toured with this band or if we toured with that band?
Dude, I'll tour with literally anything, anybody. It doesn't have to be a band at this point. Get me on the road.
Just you three doing something, hanging out.
Get in the back of the Hyundai and let's kick it.
You're just all on acoustics. You just have acoustic everything, and you're just fucking.
Dude, honestly, I want. I mean, the tours never happened, but I wanted the tours that we had planned up that got canceled that never got announced, or what I don't think you want to say what they are, but I just want those to happen because they were tight.
Oh, I'm intrigued. My fancy has been tickled.
Just to say, it was supposed to be a really, really great year for us.
Breaking my heart.
Probably the fifth or sixth band that's told us that. Yeah, it sucks for everybody, man. This year's whack.
But I mean, it's not so I will say the one positive thing is that we were supposed to go on tour. It was the overseas tour with Alaska, and we were driving. I was driving. I lived down in Southern California, and there was the guys live up here. So I was driving up the 5. I was like on like the 14th or something like that of March, and getting ready. I was meeting up with the guys. We were going to prep for a week for tour before we went overseas. And it was that day that Trump had closed the European borders, and happened on that drive. And my phone started blowing up, and I was like, no way. So that tour canceled. I still went up, and instead of going on the tour, we finished the album. So that's cool.
Sounds fun.
Making use of the time.
Yeah, the album would have been done, so it wouldn't be what it is.
Has it been like a super weird process for you guys to like, record, put together an album? You're going to drop it next month, and then you can't go on like a touring cycle to promote it. Does this all just feel like foreign territory? Like you got an album, but you don't really know how to promote it right now?
This is like a new frontier for bands, and like every band that has to release an album this year. Like, when was the last time the music industry just like stopped? Like the touring game stopped, and like all these bands are just releasing albums, or like most are probably trying to put it off. You know, like other bands, I feel like they just had to release it earlier this year, and it's just like, and to not tour on it, it's just like,
especially when we haven't toured, and of course not that we haven't toured, but we haven't toured on new material. It's been the same material. We're at so far at the end of an album cycle that. And we had, signed to Sharp Tone and everything. We're about to put out our first record on Sharp Tone and feel like a legitimate part of the scene. And then, boom, figure it out from home,
Yeah.
Go, Matt. Sorry.
We've actually had like a few Sharp Tone bands on the show, and I really enjoy like the styles that they've signed to that label. How did you guys link up with them? Is there any like cool story with how you ended up on Sharp Tone Records?
Basically, sort of. It helps when the label owner is like a fan of the band.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Instead of hating you.
Yeah, totally. He was like a fan of us before we were signed to them or anything, and our manager at the time, Jason Maggio, was like good friends with him, and he saw him at like the Warped Tour party or something, and he was just like, he's like, dude, do you manage that band King of the Giants? And he's like, yeah, I do. And he's like, what? He's like, every time I'm on Spotify on like some playlist, there's like a sick ass song comes on. I always look down and it's always Kingdom of Giants. He's like, I want to sign that band. And then like, we just had to figure out how to do it, but we got it done though eventually.
He like texted Sean texted Jason after leaving the party and everything. And then our manager sent us those screenshots and it's just like, hey, I'm going to have a talk with Sean from Sharpton next week or something. And all of us were just like, if this doesn't go through, then we quit.
That's a great story, man. That's truly like the being discovered, you know, hey, you were actually like on a hot list for a sec, which is cool, right? Like you were chosen, the chosen ones.
Oh yeah, shout out to Sharptone. They got a bunch of dope ass bands, and shout out to Sean. I seen he follows me on Instagram, so that made me feel special. Shouts to him, doing good shit.
You guys mentioned wanting to get a video out with like all the tracks that you can for, right? Maybe even potentially the whole album. Do you guys have anything planned for like maybe a virtual live stream? We just went over Born of Osiris doing a drive-in concert. Like, what did you guys have anything special planned since you can't tour?
Maybe you could do a concert on Fortnite.
A drop-in or
at least Red Dead Redemption or something.
A Warzone drop-in.
It's definitely something that has been talked about, and you know we've seen. It's cool because we don't. So some bands have they're the first ones to do it, so they're kind of just no one's done this yet. Let's see it, and it's like the benefit of being the first to do it because no one's done it yet, but not the benefit because no one's ever done it yet, and who knows if it's being done right or not, and what's actually possible. And as time goes on, I'm seeing bands turn these live streams into some of the sickest things ever.
Yeah.
You know, so
there's been rough ones. There's been some tough ones.
For sure. And I think we might be in a sweet spot to where the technology is there and the way to do it is figured out and be done in a really cool way, and it's not necessarily played out yet. You know, because I don't know how long the live stream is going to be cool for. You know, it feels like. It either could be a novelty thing that goes away pretty quickly, or it could be the new normal that everyone is used to and you're down for. So I think it's definitely something we're entertaining because we want to find some way to showcase the new album without playing shows. It's got to be done somehow.
NoFX had a house show. Do a house show. Okay, two things. You're limited to like 8 or 10 people max, I think, right now still. So like if you're even charging admission, like you're not making anything. Also, I wouldn't advise doing everything that NoFX has done. It could probably do you some good if you don't do everything that NoFX has done.
I read the autobiography. It gets rough. He did. I did read the last tour last year.
It's like, what the hell are you reading?
It's like I'm reading NoFX's biography.
Yeah.
Damn, they have a biography?
Yeah, it's like something, the hepatitis bathtub or some shit like that.
It's just 3 words. It says "Punk's not dead."
Lines, Google it, and it's actually pretty good reading.
Okay, all right. The first,
so we got a
plug on the show.
Yeah, and also the first book recommendation on the show. Yo, shouts to reading. Shouts to all you literate motherfuckers out there. Yeah, shouts to reading.
Shout out to your boys. So your boys in Kingdom of Giants being
yeah, you know, each of you deserve a personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut for reading so well. Congratulations to all 3 of you. So besides Passenger, anything else I should be looking for from Kingdom of Giants? You guys got like new merch, you got a new sitcom, you guys putting out lava lamp skate decks. What's going on?
All those things and more.
Sign me up for that lava lamp.
Yeah.
There are some bands with lava lamps.
All that good stuff. Every single that we drop a new design, new shirt or something like that. We got like 4 different. I don't know if you guys do vinyl. We got like 4 or 5 different vinyl variants out there. We're just pushing all that fun stuff.
What's the sexiest color vinyl you got?
That's debatable. I kind of like the. There's like an orange burst one.
Yeah, there's like
that one's
black.
Yeah.
I just got a new record player up in the back. I don't know if you can see it right there, but I'll definitely have to pick one up because I've only got a couple. I've only got a couple right now. So
he bought that record player at a garage sale. It doesn't work.
No, it does. It does.
You dudes have one of the most underrated drummers out there.
Not to us. We know what we got. We got a banger there.
We crazy. You know how special he is.
His cupcakes. Every time we play a song, I get a cupcake. No,
Underrated's kind of like a weird term. It's like you're really good, but not enough people have heard of you. It's like it's just like a weird medium.
Yeah,
I think Passenger is going to change that though. Like Sharptone Records,
Yeah.
big shit.
Yeah, nonsense. Anyways, where can they find you guys? Social media. Where can they find a new album? Obviously, it comes out October 16th. What do you guys have as far as like pre-order links? Anything special that you guys are doing before it comes out? Drop everything on us. What do you guys got?
Yeah, I think probably Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, all those classics are where we're going to be just being the most active. We may get in the Twitch or the streaming game just to try to connect better with the fans and everything, because I know that's what a lot of people are doing right now. With
That's dope.
Fans or listeners, they want that. So I mean, we have the technology to do it, the means to do it, and the time to do it. So we got to figure it out.
Awesome.
Do you guys have a TikTok? Is your TikTok getting shut down because of the president?
Dude, I never downloaded.
Never got shit. It's like
Never getting shut down. They just got their own racing team. Did they not? They just got a racing team and
That doesn't mean
drivers
shit. That means nothing.
Fucking
I'm
drivers
an
for
old
shit.
man, I don't fuck with Snapchat, anything.
Thank you. You're a better man.
You don't
for
fuck
it.
with Snapchat. How am I supposed to send you nudes, bro? Like you're gonna put me on blast if I text you.
My flip phone top.
On the burner. Oh no, on the fucking burner. Any last things you guys want to say or shout out before we get out of here and we move on?
Let's just shout out your boys.
Your
Our-
boys.
Your boys, our boys. I want to shout out Matt Thomas at Ashtone for helping us with this record. He was a G the whole time, and he gave us an insane deal because he knew we were struggling at the moment. Shout out to Corey McGinnis for all the crazy video shit that he's doing for us for being the boys, and I appreciate that so much. I literally don't know how to pronounce Rue, the dude who did all the merch for us. We've been tagging him in a lot of our merch, so check out his RUI something design. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. Shout out that dude. He's crazy for everything he did for us. Sean from Sharptone for getting us on. Jason for helping us out. Like, just the fucking team, dude. Like, we're nothing without the team. We're
The
nothing
squad.
without you guys in the band.
Squad.
The
Shout out
squad.
to Steve Boggs. Shout out to Steve Boggs.
the real boy.
That was a good utilization of the shout outs. I feel no one
Yeah, you
utilizes
guys
it well
did
enough.
good.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys
Good
did
job. Good
awesome.
job. Give it up. Give it up for
Hey.
Kingdom of Giants, goddammit.
Dude, bro.
Super fucking excited for Passengers October 16th. I am Bryan Kern. You can find me at Of Bryan of Death right down here. You can also find my podcast at thecommonchaos.net. Check it out. Of Bryan of Death on Instagram and Twitter. Matt, what do you got for him?
Definitely rate, review, subscribe to us on every podcast platform like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, all that good shit. Definitely check us out on twitch.tv/iHateTheScene, youtube.com/c/iHateTheScene, iHateTheScene.com. What is the other one? Facebook.com/iHateTheScene. We already did the Twitch.
I hate the scene.
Oh my god, Instagram is at iHateTheScene. My Twitter is this shitty account name you see right here because some dumb son of a bitch stole my good name.
Fuck you, Bolt Redskin.
Yeah, I'm looking. What name did you even? I don't even know what you just said. But yeah, iHateTheScene. Find me on Twitter. I'm talking shit. Catch me on Xbox and Red Dead Redemption. Probably in Strawberry, moseying around on my horse, and I will blow your head off if you look at me sideways because it's the Wild West, partner. Yeah, Passenger is due out in stores October 16th. So buy 3 copies, one for your friend and one for your enemy, and stream it 1,000 times. Kingdom of Giants. Good shit.
Stick around, guys. We're gonna do a little outro and then hit the backstage area. So hang out.
Oh yeah, dude. We got a cake and pie in the backstage area.
You get some.
You have to wear a mask though.
I need some water, son.